option for these two teams. It's the Bengals going up against the Patriots.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
And again, it's Collins. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
20.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
play fake. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go again with Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shipped together here from the D-line. On second down, Collins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down following the run.
Easy.
Now a give to Collins. And now running right through it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football...
Third down at 8 now. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dante Hightower, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down following the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing again. Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. That goes for a gain of 31. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh, boy, it's been good.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This is Collins on the toss. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. To throw, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? It's a Patriot first down.
Easy.
They pitch Kicks it out to Collins. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
20. 55.
Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Again, it's Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Sees the play clock ticking down. Marvin Lewis decides to call the timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Flowing on first down is Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And the play clock's running down. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they were able to get to him on it.
Watching now, Marty. Hurry up, here, watching now, Marty. All right, now, look at 56.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Byrne. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On first, they go right back to Collins. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Toss left. It's Collins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now Brady throwing on second down. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on third down. Brady. Open man, it's Allen. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now a toss. Coming right is Collins. Fights free at the 5. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Collins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Collins. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Mixon on the check down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Foxborough. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on second down. Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. Allen has it left side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And now a first down following that long gain. A give left side to Collins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he'll drop to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he is knocked down from the side at the 11-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Brady now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's